trying to capitalize because it's going down. Doesn't make any sense. Well, no, I understand. I posted a Facebook post. I was dead serious. I was like, I don't know what's the point. It was a, when I've been talking about this before, I don't want to like, get these things, right? I don't want to disrespect. I'm not trying to disrespect you guys. I'm trying to say, well, there's now don't get too gay. Like it's like they're all feminine. I'm not trying to disrespect. They're acting like a cartoon. I'm just being like they're all. So I don't know if I should really mention what's celebrity or actress or whatever, producer, actress, whatever. Stewie, because I feel like.
So, shit. So, you guys saw the first sin diagram. Oh shit! Hold on. Why the hell, when they say they're gonna text you a code to your phone, why the hell is my phone taking this long to be texted? Hold on, I'm gonna have to pause this. I'm already pissed off. Before I gave you a glimpse into the first sin diagram. Excuse, my glasses are bent. Yes, they're bent and they're crooked. Some way my glasses always end up getting bent or crooked. And it makes me even more angry because I don't have the money to keep buying contact lenses. Plus, I don't think it's really healthy to have lenses stuck to your eyes for like extended periods of time over days and days and days. Anyway, but get back to the subject. So I gave you guys the first. What? This is Bob here. So this is Bob. And,
Testing.
This Bob is. Let's
So,
just say
this is your host, Steve, from the back, coming at you again. Raw and unscripted. Feel the pain. Feel the D. No homo. Look what your God has done to me. Most of you wouldn't get that reference. Look what your God has done to me. So, this is another rant coming at you again, live. Well, not live, but for me it's live. But definitely raw, definitely unscripted as always. And sadly, sadly it's a Sunday, so it means I have to go back to work tomorrow, which is fucking bullshit. Which I always rant about, I always complain about, because I get sick and tired of it. But really, what this rant is about is so now the first sin diagram was explaining the wine is in me. So the first Venn diagram uh, was explaining like how you are somewhat as a general person, especially if you're not wealthy, if you're not from a certain specific class of wealth. I mean, this goes beyond race or any of that. This is like just a class of people. If if you don't have a certain type of wealth in connections and stuff, you may feel, and you probably are to a degree, somewhat trapped. Um, because you got to understand, time is precious. So if you're working, you're getting paid for working, but it's taking so much of your time, your physical time, and you are physically doing this with your body, that for you to acquire the things that actually you really want in life, that are actually really going to make you happy, it's almost near impossible. In all the time that is wasting, we don't have that time as luxury. Now I'll elaborate on that. Like, for instance, you have to understand now, both women and men, but I'm gonna speak on women because the thing is, me, obviously I'm looking for a woman, clearly. um and the thing is, us as men trying to find a single woman, or even a woman that is in a relationship, but let's say she just doesn't want, like, she let's say she's contemplating possibly those like other options, like she's like, this is not gonna, I can see this failing, because you just never know with people. But just in general, what I'm saying is, see, women are like any other thing, and I'm really going to try to hit this home because people are in denial. This is something I also have to speak on about this in this rant, because modern human beings, I'll repeat it, modern human beings, us as modern human beings, or a lot of us, not myself, but a lot of us are in denial. And it's actually pretty pitiful, because the truth of the matter is, some of you people are in denial about like everything. Like, for instance, you're in denial about your sexuality, you're in denial about your motives, you're in denial about your feelings, you're in denial about goddamn everything. And then you get an obscure, strange person like myself that people look at with judgment, in what's the word, perplexed, like they look like they don't really understand what even is going on, like as if something is just so weird. um and I have to just explain to you, sadly, what is so simple that you already should know. But I have to say it because I'm coming from a place of honesty. But the problem is, a lot of you people, you're not coming from a place of honesty half ever. You're coming from a place of deception. See, that's the big difference, is that I would deceive a person out of necessity, because everything I'm doing involves focus and involves what's the word, necessity. Like, it's you have to get from point A to point B. What you're doing is, you're just a sly motherfucking liar, is what you are. See the difference? Difference is, you just lie because you feel that you're safe if you lie. You know what I mean? You feel like you don't have the balls to live a truth, is what it is. You don't have that. So you're a creature of just deception. You know what I mean? Not necessarily that you see like you have to. There's no other way that you can. No, you're on some bullshit, really. So, and I'm not saying that's all people, but that's like so many people. That's a lot of people. You're always on some bullshit. Nothing about you is real. You're phony. It's all fake. So, what I'm trying to really say is, modern day human beings, for the most part, not all, there's a lot of, more honest people out there, but for the most part, people are on some bullshit, and everything's a cover facade. It's a lot of, what's the word, fuckery. Some people like to say it's a lot of bullshit. It's a lot of just foolishness. It's like, oh, okay, let's play along and act like you're not completely full of shit, because I know you're full of shit. You're just lying. I could easily see through that. Um, that's the gist of a lot of this. Modern society. A lot of just song and dance. Uh, you know, all of that. It's like but that's not really what's really going on. But the thing is, if you have a certain amount of money, you necessarily don't have to spend your physical time necessarily doing XYZ, um, because you've acquired the means to have passive income, maybe multiple avenues of that, and you've gotten to a place to where now you have the time and means to go search the vast world of humanity to find actual happiness, to find the right woman. And some of you men, compounded on top of that, you have the means, you also have the looks, and you also have the status. Because people don't like to hear this, but really, the honest truth is to capture the attention, desire, and all that of a woman. Looks, money, status is always the thing with people. It's like you have to have a certain type of looks. That is withstanding that this woman likes those type of looks. A certain amount of status that she feels comfortable with, and she feels like she has some type of security financially in XYZ, and status. Looks. So it's looks, money, and status. It's really all it boils down to. And I'm not one of these people who is like this red pill guru thinking they are, or some red pill. I just know that now what those people talk about is all true. I'm not going to ever knock them, because one of the biggest problems, like I said, denial is, what they're saying is what you need to hear that's true in reality. What a lot of the other people are saying, especially, and I'm going to put them on the spot, people that are of a leftist leaning way politically and mentally, they tend to have a tendency, not all the time, but mostly, they have this blue pill gnosis, or this blue pill mentality, to where they feel as if, and they really believe sometimes strongly, that all that bullshit they think is real is actually real. Like, they think, oh, no, this is not what a woman wants, and if they're gay, this is not what a man wants, and if they're whatever, this is not what whatever wants. But really, motherfucker, that's what people really want. People want you to look good. They want you to have a status. They want you possibly to have like talents and abilities, and they want you, like, they want the looks, money, and the status. So it's mostly that. And the money is a huge thing, because see, when you have the money, it allows you the ability to actually even have the time to just simply go around, or have a team, or have whatever, or teams, or however you do this, to search for the compatible person that you're trying to acquire, for your wife, or whatever, or husband, or whatever you're trying to do, to have happiness, when it pertains to a person, another person that is literally outside of yourself. So you got people in all types of denial about everything, and then you have all the the social bullshit, and all the etiquette, and all the nonsense. And another thing, which really this rant is more so on, or this diagram, this second one, is mostly on how, like, a lot of times, often, it is the bad people that get good things just due to, I don't know, it's like circumstance. It could be how do I say this? It could be like generational, like it could be a spiritual thing, it could be archetype, it could be race, it could be status, it could be a combo of all of that. It could even be the reverse, like a so-called minority could possibly get something better than a so-called white person, and it really doesn't matter. But my key thing is, I'm saying that often a person that does all the things that actually really deep down makes them a better person, or the better person, often gets shit on. But then a person who does everything wrong is more or less what you would call, a degenerate. And they always seem to just skate through things, and they're not really too genuine with themselves, nor are they genuine with people that they interact with. And the truth of the matter is, they have so much improvement, self improvement, that they need to really do. But the thing is, they are all always gifted, or always given a handout, or always taken in, especially if if they're attractive for some reason. If they're attractive, it makes complete sense, because I'll even admit myself, would I have in the back of my head the hopes that a very attractive girl would possibly be able to work with me, and give her what do you call it, the benefit of the doubt over another girl simply because the way she looks? Of course I would. It's just the way life works. Everyone, what it really is you really want what you are attracted to, but then you also want them to be internally what you want them to be, and you want them to be what's compatible with you and all that stuff. But that's not just always like guaranteed. But my thing is this, is that you get a lot of people, and what it is they are bad people. That's really on the honest truth. The honest truth, they're actually pretty scum of the earth people, really. And they're very hollow. They're very shallow and very hollow, really, on the inside. But the thing is, they um they for some reason, whatever, have what you call, I would just call it good luck. They always seem to have a safety net, and always seem to fall into that net, whatever that net is. And they kind of really cause pain and suffering to most people around them, but they just jump to the next thing. They just jump, and they just kind of fumble through life, and they don't really ever commit to anything. And we've seen this before. So, but then you have the other person who actually has a stronger character, a better person. Often this person just doesn't seem to have that like luck factor for whatever reason. So this is the rant. This is the diagram. This is your host, Steve from the back, coming at you again. Like, sub, and comment. I appreciate every like, every sub, every comment, because I'm trying to actually grow this channel like a real channel, not one of these obscure channels that it's like, no, I want a real channel. You know what I mean? I want to be able to actually come to the point to where I can have merch and have affiliate links and sponsor and all that bullshit. So everything is valued on this channel. If you look in like previous videos, you'll inevitably find that I leave an email in there, and if you want to email your personal stories, mostly stories that are of a nature where something wild, you know what I mean? Like something that is either paranormal, something that is wild and explicit, something that you actually yourself really don't want your name said in it, but you want to be spoken of anonymously. You can send those stories in, and I'll read the stories myself and give you an anonymous alias name and all that shit. So this is your host, Steve from the back, coming at you again, raw and unscripted, as always. And I hope you're going to have fun with this little diagram. And if you're new to the channel, just thoroughly go through the channel. And if you don't like it, then fine, you go find another channel. Obviously, you're not going to subscribe or anything. But if you do like the content, then, subscribe to the channel. You can leave a comment, like, whatever. And, I also wanted to comment on this. So, I also have to say, for any of you on this channel who is a critiquer, and you want to say some shit like, oh, the sound sucks, the music sucks, everything this, everything that, let me ask you this, bro. What's on your channel? That's all I really have to say. Like, what are your talents, and what is the actual, let me ask you this. Even if you had the best technology out there to produce whatever, let me ask you, what you would actually create. Like, are you actually talented? Are you creative in any sense? You know what I mean? Or are you just that bland and mundane and untalented and ununique? There you go. That's the question. Whenever someone critiques your channel, go on their channel and look at their content or their creations, man. And I will often say, I'm just going to be real, I have never been impressed by any shit I've seen on another motherfucker's channel that had a negative comment on my channel. That's the end of the rant. Let that sit with you, and have a nice day.